Hello, Hawkeye fans. Another Hawk2Hawk interview coming your way. Today, I am joined by head coach of the Iowa volleyball team, Vicki Brown, of course. Coach Brown, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. The sun is trying to peek through today, so that's always a good sign of a good after lunch walk. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
A good after lunch walk. I feel like that's something we all want to do. Just like get outside for a second.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's been I just moved to a new house, so it's been nice walking and waving finally at my neighbors, and so yeah, I've been taking advantage of my walks by getting to get familiar with my neighborhood. So
Yeah, you just moved into a new place. So are you taking some of your free time to like organize, get stuff put in its right place? Is that kind of what your newfound free time is filled with?
oh yeah, I mean I'm getting packages of just the small details that I didn't initially have time to finish, and so it's been exciting just to finish the house, and got 4 bedrooms, and I'm very particular when it comes to decorating. So
Okay.
it's been nice to kind of put a little TLC into the house. So
Good, good. The silver linings of everything, right?
yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
for
So,
sure.
you guys were fortunate enough that you were able to finish your full regular schedule and then your postseason schedule. But what is your team typically doing at this point in the year that maybe they're missing out on right now?
Yeah, I think the one thing that we're doing is we're actually finding ways to talk about some things that maybe we normally wouldn't, like, and we're finding more ways to, like, volleyball is a fun sport. We all love it. That's why we're putting in the hours, the players and the coaches. But it's actually been kind of fun to do the team activities where we have a game or something like that. Like Friday, we're doing a trivia day, and so trivia day, a game day, and so it's been fun just to interact with them outside of what we normally would do. So I think that that's something that this opportunity has brought of just getting a little more non-volleyball, non-academic moments with them.
Yeah. So you said you have trivia on Friday, but how often are you guys like maybe having these kind of Zoom calls or meetings with them? And what are those conversations like based around?
Yeah, we I try to vary it a lot because I know as time progresses, it gets tougher to come up with different things to talk about. But we answer any questions they have, that workouts that they receive. We allow for a little bit of a Q&A session, just to make sure they understand how to adjust it and things like that. We One thing that we actually worked on was assigning roles within the team. So we talked about doing that before the spring break, and we have 3 different team roles that the players will fall under. We have Delta Force, we have SEAL Team 6, and then we have the Rangers group. And through some research of just what those different branches in our Army are doing, it kind of describes who they are as a group too. And, our Rangers came up with their creed. Our Delta Force is working on their our SEAL Team 6 is working on their motto, their quote that they'll always go back to. So we've been doing the little things like that. We just started videos of different volleyball stuff that they could do. So we've been just trying to give them things to think about, and we've been doing just touching in on their academics to see what all that we could do to help with their adjustment, with their new schedule.
I love that. Different creative ways of development, even though you can't be around each other. I think that's pretty cool. And I mean, those three like phases that you talked about are pieces of the team. I think that's great. I mean, I think that's, like I said, a different way to develop them, even when they're not around each other. What have you seen them doing like with with their own time? I mean, have you seen them like doing goofy videos, maybe some TikToks? Are they reading books? Like, what are you seeing them do to fill their free time that they have that you're like, oh, I didn't know that about you?
Oh yeah. Well, Jocelyn Boyer comes from a big family, so they've been finding unique ways to do trampoline attacking. And Brior let us know she's been doing. I don't have a TikTok account, but from what I heard, her and her sister has been going a little bit much on there almost every day, sounds like. But also, I think another cool thing that they're doing is they're using the different apps and things like that on their Apple Watch to kind of see like, oh, how was your workout? Like, I saw that your heart rate went up. So they've been doing things like that. And we have like a team group chat where it's just more of another way for us to keep in contact. And they posted like, try these power balls that I just made. Like, it was super easy. Here's the ingredients. That allows us to get to see what they're doing, but it seems like they're learning more recipes to cook. It's kind of the basis, but yeah, they're letting us in of what their unique things that they're trying to add to who they are through this situation.
Yeah, different ways of staying connected. That's awesome. You brought up Jocelyn Boyer there in the beginning, on more the volleyball side rather than the trampoline side of things. She was
Yeah.
selected for the U.S. Collegiate National Team, and she's set to compete with them in June. Can you just kind of talk about that honor, what that means for her and to your guys' program?
Yeah, Jocelyn, I was actually at the tryouts as an evaluator, so I was able to get a look at her and Maddie Slagle tried out, as well as Courtney Mazario. But it was actually really cool that Jocelyn made the team because I was able to see who she was competing against. And there were plenty of barrels out of our own conference, as well as Pac-12. So it is a true judgment of like who's the best of the best within a nation. And so for her to be selected, especially as a libero, it's such a unique position, and it's one on the team, one maybe two. And so the fact that she got that role, that spot, wasn't a surprise, but what a great opportunity, not for her only, but just for the program overall. I'm pretty sure she's the first one to truly get on a team. And I was just actually talking to our national team assistant coach, Erin Virtue, and it's just, she had really good things to say because she was there evaluating as well. And she's, even now with everything, Jocelyn, because she made the team, is becoming privy to other opportunities to interact with our Olympians. And so I just think it's just been a great opportunity for her, and what a great thing to go through as a freshman and even have more motivation going into the fall season.
Yeah, you talk about, going into the fall season, obviously the Extreme Arena, that's an exciting part of it. From what I hear, it's still on the right track to be open and ready for you guys to compete this fall. What are you kind of looking forward to this next season as a whole, from the arena to different parts of the team that maybe look like they're on the right track? So yeah, just kind of all encompassing next season.
Yeah, like you had mentioned, the new arena is still on track to be where our home opener will be. We actually just posted something was it last week or over the weekend about just the front. You can actually see what the blueprints and things like that we've been looking at for a year now, like it's actually there. And so it's exciting to see the progress. And we know the community, I mean, just from the beginning, they've been so supportive and always sharing how excited they are to come in an arena and see us there, the first event. And so it's exciting because the community is excited, and that's also fueling our players' motivation as well going into the new season. And this team, this is the first team I've been on with this vast of a difference of adversity. And And every team meeting that we have or interaction we have, there's something that they do, and they don't intentionally do it, but it's just so motivating that we are truly a team of grit, and we are motivated to do things in this upcoming season, even with all of our adversity that we've faced so far. And so, you know, this is going to be a team with a year of experience, and that year is just so key. Pretty much everybody on the team that's on this team has played except for 2 people within our conference. And so I think that's definitely going to not only raise the bar of what our community and the fans will see, but it's just going to raise our bar, our level in our practice gym. Because once you've had a year, it just kind of feeds something that and it builds, and it makes it exciting to come to practice as well as compete.
Yeah, that real game experience is something that can't be replaced by anything else. But when you're talking with your team and having these meetings like this, what kind of positive messages or motivating messages are you sending to them that maybe you want to send out to our Hawkeye fans as well?
Yeah, I think it's, you know, we've been talking about it's a time to self-reflect of just what is your motivation and how are you applying that motivation and training that motivation. Because if we're self-reflecting and we're creating this new inner pump up song, if you want to say, but then we have to we got to workshop through it a little bit, and we got to test it out in different ways that we can throughout the day. So I think it's just a great moment to really ask questions of what motivates me to be a great student, what motivates me to be a great athlete, what motivates me to be a great person. And you know, even as a staff, we're asking ourselves that question too. So I think it's just a great moment to really self-reflect on self-motivation.
Yeah, well, Coach, thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else that you want to say to the Hawkeye fans at home before we go?
Yes, for sure. We were just talking about this in our, especially with it being World Health Day. I'm just so appreciative of all our healthcare workers. We caught up with Reagan Coyle, who's in pharmacy, and so I'm just so grateful of just the choices they're making to go in and do what they can for our community, and just so thankful and wishing them all the best and safety within their entire family.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you again. We wish you and your team all of the best. We cannot wait to see you guys back on campus, of course, at the new arena. And again, thanks for your time today.
Yeah, thank you so much, and go Hawks.